Welcome back, friends, to another Age of Mythology Retold 1v1 ladder match here in the War Room. If you're unfamiliar with the War Room, it's where I break down my online ladder matches so that I can learn and provide some entertainment for you. And also, if you're a beginner player, you know, give you some pointers as well. It's also going to help you learn and become a better player. So, this build order requires 8 wood, and I did not really have straggler trees next to my hunt. What I should have done, instead of doing this just travesty here, this fucking abomination of a move, is I should have had them all spawn here, get the 8, bring them in, garrison, and then pop them on over. That would have taken a little bit more APM. Would have looked nicer and minimized the amount of time lost, but you know what? Whatever. We're fucking here. We're moving on. It's a mistake. Fine. A little bit of idle time here, which I'm going to realize at some point. I think I also sent a gold villager up here instead of down here, the first one, which was also kind of a fuck up. We're gonna send things over to Professor, see what he's got going on. He's getting a lot of goats, makes me very sad, getting all the goats on the map. He's also using them to scout, which is interesting, very interesting. I think he's using them, yeah, using them to scout for sure. Toskapo's going around causing havoc, mayhem. Got my priest coming out, putting down some obelisks, getting that map vision. He's going to make his way over to the enemy's base so I can see what he has going on. Picking up pickaxe and queuing up, of course, Flood of the Nile. This is the staple of the fast heroic build order, which I have been practicing religiously, both day and night, reciting it in my seat, sleep before bed. I got it shit memorized. I could quote it to you verbatim. Not quickly, but, you know, give me a little bit of time and I could give you line by line as I recall it from memory. We're just going to be going back and forth with this priest. There we go. Should have one more favor now to get Flood of the Nile queued up. I need a little bit more gold. I should be force dropping this. That was a mistake. There we go. Little force drop. Could have done a lot sooner, but it's fine. Flood of the Nile essentially acting as one free villager on food. Fucking this up. Oh my god, this idle time is terrible. Oh my god. Oh, please, someone save me. Somebody, I need a hero. Holy shit. Oh. Can I get did someone time that timer, please? Fucking hell. And that's the elo we're at, ladies and gentlemen. That is the elo we're at. But it's fine because my opponent's getting a temple. Somebody knows what the fuck they're doing. Good for him, Professor. Good on you, sir. He's got a nice little relic over here. Armory improvements cost less gold. That is quite nice. Especially for ISIS, since they're already cheap. You know, could always be cheaper. I am going to be seeing what he's got going on here. I put an obelisk right in his fucking face. That's kind of hilarious. What is the what's the priest? It does not have the best vision, but damn, that was just... Could have hit it at least, you know. Could have been a little less obvious. Putting up a nice little wall here with these houses. I could have done houses here, and then a wall here. I don't like 3 houses. You know, I'm trying to spam out all the houses. I get the mentality behind it, but for future reference, houses, wall, I think would be a better way of going about that. And got some houses over here. I'm going to be stealing, what am I stealing? Am I stealing something? No, I'm getting my own relic, which is... improves all buildings' line of sight, which is going to help with these obelisks, giving them way more vision. He's going to be sending out his Ajax to smash down my obelisks. And I'm going to be getting another priest just to help with that relic securing. Sacred Cat's on the way. This improves all of my food gathering, basically. It's pretty fucking awesome. Sometimes I forget to get it right after aging up. That's a huge mistake. The earlier you get that, the more it's going to be paying off for you. Especially early on, right? But because there's hunt early on, Look at these little Ceros. Is this a fucking real animal? Is this like some kind of like, is this extinct? This shit exists still? I don't know. It's cute. Because there's still hunt on the map, right? You want to get that as early as possible. Sometimes you might get blocked off and not get access to the hunt later on, you know, towards the mid game. You just never know what's going to happen. So the earlier you can get that shit, the better. Good obelisks here. Look at these. Look at the from that fucking relic. Look how much more radius this gives me. This is like map hacks. This is insane. If I would have had an obelisk here, I should have just tucked another priest down here. So after he started whacking those down, I could bring them back up. But that being said, I'm doing a good job putting these down. Sphinx is coming over here to harass this just disrespectful hunt gathering here. He's got no military, nothing protecting it. Now I'm gonna punish this with vigor. Oh yes, smack him away. Now I kind of fuck up there, but it's okay. I'm gonna fix it. 5.3 speed. It's okay. Against 3.8, we can do this. Oh, I'm still fucking it up. Fucked it up again. Oh, get him. We're gonna get these. Look at these. Oh, come on, baby, you got this. Oh, I got him. All right, now. Don't worry. I remembered. I saw that shit from my peripheral. Yeah, my Sphinx is coming over to fuck up your day, sir. I'm like, he's over here. I can smell him. Give me that piece of meat and your body. Yeah, he's trying to run away. No. Goodbye. And you know what? Where's my priest? I feel like I was going to send my priest up there. Now he's down here. Anyway, let's go back to the main base, see what's going on. Aging up to Nephthes, the fast heroic. As the name implies, shocker, is to get to the heroic age as fast as possible. And that's what we're going to be doing here. I'm empowering the armory because it looks cool, not for any gameplay advantage. There we go. I noticed the error of my ways and send him on over to the mining camp, and I'm going to now hit prosperity. Hopefully, if I'm following the build order. I guess not. That's okay too. I'm just going to be a ways behind in gold. It's very important because you're wanting to put down barracks. He found my Sphinx with his Achilles, unfortunately. And he's going to slap it. Yep, that's that. I should have just kept him running down here. That would have not slowed him down for turning. I mean, he would have probably died. I could have probably sent him here. He'd have found obelisk here, maybe. I think he still would have died no matter what. But anyway, you wanna get out a villager over here close to his base, putting down this Ancestors Eclipse. Not the best use. I get really, you know, maybe a kill, right? Maybe not even. So just really poor use of Ancestors Eclipse. I wasn't really thinking about it. I'm going to get one kill because he's careless. And some damage on the watchtowers. At least it's damage on the watchtowers. So that's something. At least those go down. That's going to make later sieging a little bit easier. And we do pick off a little bit. And it's some idle time. A lot of idle time. Chaos. I'm burning up his mental power, APMs. You know, he's not doing anything else like scouting. So we did manage to get a few kills. It wasn't terrible. It was terrible casting. Like, I should not have done that. I should have waited. However, because of the elo we're in, and his defense was pretty bad there, he did end up losing, I think, a lot more than he should have. But yeah, I should have prosperity'd during the age up, so I'd have a lot of gold to then move out to this position to secure a Migdal, and to also throw up some barracks. Ideally, throwing up, you know, putting a Migdal here and maybe throwing some barracks down here could have also been pretty good. Or maybe safe Migdal here because it's close to base, and then barracks down here, so that during the age up, I could then start applying pressure. I'm wasting my timing here, and this was before I looked at the replay. By the way, from the last match, I did not learn my lesson about using my timings in this episode. So very, very important to note that. Gonna be powering up. I still haven't used my prosperity. That's fucking hilarious. Sending out some axemen, spearmen, just to stave off his heroes. Yes, so this terrible. I should have had pressure being applied during the setup for pressure being applied during the age up. Be training axemen, you know, something, maybe ideally having scouted what he's already building and trying to counter that. And then upon aging up, using the Sphinx to then Ancestors Eclipse, put pressure on his economy, while then also attacking with a force. And using the prosperity during the age up to heroic age to then power up the transition into Migdal and barracks units. He is gonna get my fucking Scorpion, man, which is very sad. I did not do a good job at microing him, keeping him alive, unfortunately. A little messy, but it's okay. We're now trying to stabilize here, okay? So we got good gold. He is not spending his money. I don't know what he's doing. I think he might be trying to go to Mythic, Fast Mythic, which is kind of nuts. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. Fast Mythic. Because he's building no military buildings, no army. Which is crazy. Now, I am gearing up to do a raid, which is good. I'm not just sitting, doing nothing. I'm trying to build up enough of an army to then push. And while I'm doing this, I am trying to raid his economy. So we're going to be coming up. Now, he's going to see this. And immediately, I'm going to get a kill, though, which is good. Nice. I do get the kill. But then he turns my guys into little piggies. Kind of frustrating. Camels are pretty expensive. Let me see exactly how expensive real quick. 50 food, 70 gold. So, okay, they're not super expensive. But you do have to throw up a Migdal, so you kind of have to factor that into the price. But they're not fucking free. So that's frustrating. I'm like, no. I'm bringing my guy back over there. He wises up, however, and he gets the fuck out of there. He is now starting to build some military buildings. He did get a second town center. So I think he's going Fast Mythic. And he's trying to get a third, which is just crazy. You have no military. You're trying to go Fast Mythic, I think. So I see this, and I'm just coming over here just to fucking stop this shenanigans. This is just insulting. Yeah, get him. Beat him up. Eat his face off. Have my camels on standby just in case he comes back to this area. Keeping an eye on it. Wanting to do some more raids. Pushing up. Notice he has an Ajax. Bringing him back up. Using the priest to heal. Now, this is a decent army, but I don't want to die to like... Okay, look. This is a decent army. Knowing I took down his 2 towers, I should be right fucking here in his base. Because look what he has. He's got nothing. I mean, well, that's not true. He does have these sentinels. And these sentinels are pretty beefy. If we look at guard towers, deal 8 damage per second. Right. And then sentinels deal... It says 20. Why does it say 20, but it says 10 per second? Well, there's a lot of them. I think he was trying to save it for Fast Mythic. I don't know what the fuck this guy was doing. He played terribly. He had no army. Yeah, super bad. I must have lost a lot of games to be putting this elo. But not really, right? Because I put them all on fucking the internet. So I don't know what bracket I'm in and what I did to deserve this. Maybe that Japanese loss was so fucking terrible that they're like, you know what, we got to give this guy some fucking, you know, some pity MMR and lower him a bit. He should have had a military out. This is crazy. He has nothing. I should have just been sitting on this gold mine. I could have maybe taken these down with... Because they count as myth units, right? I think so. 250 is pretty strong, though. And then what's the range on this? Doesn't really say. I think it can kind of hit... Does it tell me mine? No. You know, yes it does. Wait a minute. 18 range. 18 range. These are 4 to 20? 20 max. This is 20 max. Oh my god. This is 18. Well, alright. I could have maybe sat, like, here, right? Put an obelisk. Obelisk up. It should be enough with the obelisk. If not, the relic definitely makes it enough. And then maybe sat here with my chariot archers, just putting pressure on his gold mine. I have control over this, right? Vision over this one. I don't have vision on this one. I should have put another obelisk up here. Maybe had like a little spearman or something over there, or the raiding cavalry that just got thrown away here, which was just terrible. I wasn't looking to see his other gold mines, and then just literally sat right the fuck outside his base, right, hailing this position with chariot fire. That would force him to make stuff, and while I wait for these siege works and barracks to come up, so then I can start pressuring with siege. Because I don't really want to walk in this with an army. The arrow fire is kind of going to whittle it down, and then you got to fight. You know, that's just not good. So having the siege towers come up, break down this position would be a lot better, I think. But another one in the bag. Not the best opponent. GG's, however, by the way. But we did learn a lot from watching this. I already learned a lot. You know, this is one of the games that I did before watching my replay against that Japanese opponent, which taught me just a shit ton about the mistakes that I was making. And it's cool to have these also highlighted once again. I did not use prosperity in the beginning of the heroic age up, which was huge, just very, very bad. Lots of idling. And once again, this is just really late. These barracks, you know, at the very least, sending one villager up to put down a siege works, that's only 75 gold. I have you know, 150. This is 300 gold right here in barracks. The Migdol's gonna be training stuff, you know. So I don't know. This needs to happen during the age up as well. I need to be having the villager coming into this position with the intent to throw down a siege works, so that I can start pressuring, and then having my army come up to protect him. Once the Migdol is up, because the Migdol can kind of protect itself. I also should have way more on this gold instead of this gold, because this is being empowered. And does it show? I don't know how much. Oh, we can just see actually. So 0.96 per second versus what the fuck? It doesn't really tell me. It's supposed to be empowered, but it's not actually showing that it's empowered. So I don't know. That must be a bug. Yep. Good shit. Thanks for watching. Learned a lot. Hope you did too. Smash the like button on your way out, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, sir. Or ma'am. Madam.